Yeah, baby! Jesus, that's loud. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we're hopping into one of my favorite games on the Xbox 360, and that is Gears of War. Actually, I don't know if I'm a bigger fan of Gears of War 1 or 2 or 3 was on the 360 too, right? It's just a great series. I definitely played this through all the way back in the day. And actually I think I played co-op with my friend Brandon, who's been on the channel a few times. He didn't own an Xbox 360, I did, and actually specifically remember we spent a few weekends getting almost to the end and we were right on the last level, and I brought my Xbox over to his house, and we played the last level before a party when people were like starting to filter in. He and I were playing, so like that's how much we enjoyed this game. I think I was sort of more into it than he was. He wanted to go see his party guest, but I was like, no, you gotta finish the level with me. Yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd like that. Anyway, today I was thinking I'm just gonna play this. I don't know exactly how far I'm gonna get. I say that all the time I'll just go on casual, so that we can make some progress. But I honestly just felt like playing an Xbox 360 game, and so we'll see how this goes. If this ends up being like a 5-hour Let's Play, I'll have to edit it down, but it might be a longer one. I don't know. I'm just here to play and chat, which I don't know how that's different from normal, but it feels different. I think normally when I play a game like this I know is going to be bigger, I kind of try and get a lot of experience out of it in the first hour or so, because I don't like to make my videos too long. But for a game like this, like honestly, like maybe I'll play this all evening and then I'll just trim this episode down. I don't know how this is gonna go, we'll see. Anyway, you start off as Marcus, a dude in jail, and everyone on this planet is like ripped. Like their forearms are bigger than my legs. Like these guys are jacked, man. I think there's steroids in the water. You're not on Earth, you're on a different planet on this, in this game, and there are enemies called locusts, which are like subhumans that drill up from below ground and attack you, and they're trying to get emulsion or something like that, which is a crazy, it's like Tiberium from the Tiberium Command & Conquer series. So
we've got two options. We can go back the way I came, through the guards' quarters. It takes time, but it's safe. Or we can go through the prison blocks.
Prison blocks, baby.
Your choice.
I forgot how they give you choices here. Let's just go combat, man.
Let's take the prison blocks. I'm ready to kick some ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Now, two things I remember about this game that were very iconic. One is that you have a chainsaw melee attack at some point. Like, your guns end up having chainsaws on them. Look at your squad mates and press Y. Oh, there we go. I got injured. I'm gonna heal up. The other thing is, I do remember, I think there was a commercial for this game or its sequel, and it used Mad World, the song that was from Donnie Darko. I forget who sings it now, but that was very iconic, I remember. Also, this game has a very interesting loading mechanic. So when you go to reload, you have to like double tap your reload when the meter marker thing is like in the little white area. And if you do it when it's not, hold on, I'll do it when it's not. You like jam your gun. Or you can just not do it at all, and then you just reload in a certain time. So you can like fast reload if you get good at it. I seem to, I like how they open doors by kicking them open. Oh God. Nice. That's not nice. That's skinned bodies, dude. That's horrible. Another thing I remember about this is it had the coal train, good old Terry Tate. If you guys remember, Terry Tate was a set of YouTube sketches. It was kind of like early internet, but basically the whole premise is that Terry Tate is a football player, and he gets hired by an office as like a morale dude, and he literally goes around like body checking people and stuff. Oh god, to try and get them to like work more efficiently. So it's like there's like office guys like who are on a phone call too long, and he comes and like body checks them in their like office here. If you've never seen it, it sounds like complete gibberish nonsense, but if you go check it out, it is actually pretty great. There we go. I'm kind of like learning the controls again. More grenades. Forget how to throw grenades. I guess we'll figure it out. These are locust guys. These I cannot aim today. Oh, I think I got a headshot on that guy. They're kind of beefy. Okay, how do I throw grenades? Okay, you just switch to them like a gun. Hoo-yo! Did I get him? Did. So yeah, there were a lot of like interesting elements to this, you know, like the Terry Tate angle, the mad world, the reloading, the chainsaw guns. It was sort of like just many things came to make this game sort of unique and interesting, you know, like it had so many like little interesting elements. This also was a Microsoft Studios game. So Microsoft, it's interesting, you do not think of them as a good game developer. And they're not really game developers, but they are like in the publishing business. And especially, one of your squad mates is down. To revive and get close and press X. To find and press Y. Okay. Y. Oh god, I went down. Well, and this is playing on easy, guys. So you can see just how little damage you can actually take. It's almost more like Uncharted in the sense of like, you really can't take a lot of damage. Okay, this time I'm gonna try and revive you, Dom, if you go down. Back. Let's get a grenade ready. Oh-yo! Wait, what happened? There weren't even any bad guys in the room. My guy just went, he straight up just went down for no reason. It's like he had a heart attack. Oh, I didn't even notice I was reloading. I would have fast reloaded. You pretty much have to fast reload in this game. I mean, I guess not on the simple difficulties, but as the game progresses in difficulty, it behooves you to learn how to fast reload. It becomes less optional and more mandatory. Jesus. Oh, I jammed my gun. I do not like this gun. I think the guns you get later on that have chainsaws are called Lancers. Now, this is not the first Gears of War game we've actually played on the channel. I think I played Gears of War 2 or 3 previously. And I think I did just sort of like a wave survival mode in that one. I didn't bother playing the campaign. But this is one of the OG games I owned personally for my Xbox 360, so I remember this game I liked a lot. I liked the one where you were in the mall with zombies. Not Dead Rising. Not Dead Nation. Dead something. We've already played it on the channel. But the zombie mall game. And that was like actually a really early Xbox game. So I originally bought my Xbox 360 when I had the flu. I had just come back from like a trip overseas, and I got home, and I just had like a oh my god, look at this giant spider creature. Get out of there, boys! It's like something out of Starship Troopers. Okay, that's pretty terrifying. I just got back from like a trip overseas. I had a terrible flu, and I drove over to Future Shop, which is like the Canadian Best Buy. They're out of business nowadays. Now we just have Best Buy. And despite being super sick, I grabbed an Xbox 360 and like, I grabbed the Dead Rising or whatever game, the one about the mall. And I also got a game called Cameo that came with my Xbox 360. And that was sort of like just an adventure game, sort of like Mario 64, but you played as animals that each had a superpower, and you could like swap between animals or something like that. I played it through because I was just at home in bed for days and I had nothing to do, so I played through that. Played some of the Dead Rising game, and then Halo was the other big one I owned early on. And then I think after that it was like Gears of War. I'm trying to think of the other Xbox 360 game I loved, I got addicted to, was Arkham Asylum. But that one came a little later. But yeah, for a long time, Halo was like my go-to game on Xbox 360. I went through a real Halo phase. But Gears of War was also pretty good, I have to say.
Looks to me like you need all the help you can get.
This guy's voice is crazy. Is it John DiMaggio? Is it Bender who does this guy's voice? I forget. Sounds a little bit like him. But I don't know why all the dudes are jacked.
Yeah, right.
There's a dude in a helmet in the background. He's our red shirt. And I don't know why she's not jacked. She hasn't been hitting the gym like the rest of us. Frankly, she's an embarrassment to the cause. Oh. Here come the enemies. They're like, you can't have a cutscene for more than 5 minutes. Hey, I got my Lancer. Notice there's a chainsaw on the butt of my gun. I'm gonna chainsaw some dudes up. Yeah, I mean, I guess we've been staying with the channel. Like, you know, you've seen the other, whatchamacallit. You saw the other Gears of War that we played. So this isn't exactly new, but... Okay, can we skip this? I want to skip this cutscene, yo. Me too, buddy. Alright, that didn't seem like that was skippable. Oh yeah, so before we had like a burst rifle, our main gun here now, this is not a burst rifle. This is a machine gun. Okay, these guys killed everyone. Guys, I was trying to show my viewers how you, you know, how you use a new gun, but whatever. Let's chainsaw somebody. Got the chainsaw ready. Looking for a guy to chainsaw. Okay. Gonna see if I can make this happen. Yeah, baby! That was tactically foolish. And he might actually kill me for it. Oh, I went down, yeah. You know what? Worth it. Worth it. So, I've read from the developers of this game that one of their motivations for making this game is they loved first-person shooters, but they didn't like the idea of characters just running around, like bunny hopping all over, you know, like think of multiplayer matches in Halo. People just run across fields and like they're just sort of jumping, and in Halo you jump like you're on the moon. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's very like unrealistic physics. And like compared to a game like this is sort of, I mean, we're fighting monsters in space with a chainsaw gun, but the firefight mechanics, that guy climbed over me, feel a lot more realistic and like slower paced in a way. Like you certainly can't jump. And look, when you run behind the guy, it's sort of like the camera, you know, is like moving all over the place. It feels like there's an actual cameraman chasing you. And if you try and run at someone, they start shooting you, the bullets will actually push you back and stop you from running. So you're not supposed to run all over the battlefield, jumping everywhere. You can't just run up and melee all the dudes you want to kill. The melee attack is awesome, and it's like a one-hit kill, the chainsaw, but really, like, you either have to sneak up behind them, or you just have to be in a scenario where they've gotten really close. And the chainsaw is sort of a desperation measure. It's not meant to be like, this is the way you kill guys. Like, look, this guy's coming over here. Like that's how hard it is to chainsaw someone. I didn't even get it. So yeah, chainsawing is definitely not the way you're supposed to do this game. It's fun, it's awesome. Frankly, actually, I feel like I'm dying a little easily. A little more easily than I even remember. Maybe in this first Gears of War, they really gave you like very limited health. But yeah, you can see this is much more like a firefight. Like you have to take cover, open fire on guys, and like you can't just run out into the battlefield. You will die. Get him, get him, get him. Yeah. Oh, jam my gun. Oops. Oh, we can get some of this. Oh, there's more dudes there. Down you go. I mean, at least they go down too when they're not in cover. Some of the other guns we get later on are quite cool. Get out of the way, Carmine. Go open a steakhouse or something. Carmine Steaks. Sounds like a place that exists. Pretty sure you can also pick up the enemy weapons, but they kind of suck. One thing I always loved about Halo was when you killed an enemy, it could be everything from a grunt to an elite. You could generally pick up any weapon they were wielding and use it against them. And I love the fact that in Halo you were constantly running out of ammo, so you constantly had to like just sort of scavenge whatever weapons happened to be around. That's a real element of Halo that you don't see in too many other games, and I always really liked that. And then on the flip side, there are some games where like you kill an enemy and the enemy was using a shotgun or whatever, and they die and you can't pick it up. And like you have to earn the shotgun and buy it from a store or something like that. I feel like those games have always annoyed me. I think Fallout 2 was like that. In Fallout 1, every time you killed an enemy, whatever they had on them you could use, but in Fallout 2 they got a little stingier. And so if an enemy had like a cool gun and you killed them, they might not have that gun on them when they die, and it's like, what the hell, man? Like, I get that it's sort of like, I guess they don't want the players just killing random guys and getting crazy good guns, but it's also like kind of unrealistic. I don't know. So I like that this game sort of splits the difference. You can pick up any enemy weapon you want, but generally the enemy weapons suck, so you usually don't want them, but like sometimes they're really good. So for instance, when the boomers show up or the guys with the crossbows and stuff show up, then you definitely want their guns. So yeah, I like being able to pick up enemy guns without restriction. Oh, I heard some enemies. Oh. Down you go, buddy. Where's the other guy? Yeah, chainsaw, baby! That's how you chainsaw. You sneak up on him and get blood all over your screen. One thing that's cool is you actually hear the enemies, like, talk a little. And again, this is another thing that Halo... I mean, I want to say pioneered. I don't know if any other game did it before, but Halo's certainly the one where I noticed they did it. But, oh, my buddy! Oh my god, that's so cool. Well done, buddy. My buddy chainsawed a guy. But if you listen to the enemies, they'll say things like, prepare grenade, move up, you know, flank them. There's a couple of things that the enemies will say in this game. And I do remember playing Halo, like, I love the chatter of the enemies, because they would also say things like, get in cover, it's the demon, you know, flank him. And just, like, half the time it's just window dressing, it's just sort of flavor to hear them say things, not super relevant to what they're gonna do. But other times they'll say things like, he's in cover, hiding. And it's, like, kind of cool to think that the AI actually noticed that you're in cover, and they're communicating to each other like they would do if they were real enemies that you were fighting, you know? It makes the AI feel more alive, I feel. In many other games that came before Halo, the enemies would not talk to each other. They would just sort of coordinate telepathically, automatically, I guess. And, like, that's fine. But it's like it just adds a little bit more when you add that little bit of chatter. It's very interesting. And this game does it, too. I feel like this game really took a lot of lessons from Halo. Like, there's oddly a lot of similarities, despite the fact that it's a totally different setting, totally different kinds of guns. You know, this game is much more mature and bloody than Halo. Halo's kind of like a PG, everyone can enjoy kind of game. And this is like, you know, you don't want to let children play this unless you want to raise psychos. You know, they got to get to a certain age before they play. Although nowadays, I don't know. It feels like anytime a game like Call of Duty comes out, it's like the predominant audience is like 12 years old. And they all get really good at the game and just pwn anyone who's older who goes on to play those games. So I don't know. I don't know what age kids are playing games these days. Young, I guess, is the age. Oh, God. Okay, this is what grenades are made for. Oh, it's satisfying. Gotta get that fast reload because it makes your bullets more powerful or something. Actually, I don't know what it does for your bullets, but I'm sure it's good. You can even use the gun. Yeah, everything the enemies use, you can use too. Yeah, get ground up like meat. Anybody want some burger for dinner? That's disgusting. Look at that. Unlimited crazy ammo. Alright, I guess I'll stop shooting. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to go a little nuts there. I guess we could have flanked them that way. Throwing a grenade was more fun.
Multiple contact.
See if we can run up here. The cover. Down you go, baby. In Gears of War 2, I think the enemies can revive one another the same way you can revive your teammates when they get injured. But in Gears of War 1 here, I think they just go down. Go down like sacks o' potatoes. Oh, God! This guy right there. Ah! It is crazy, like, the weakest grunt in this game could take you down if you're totally out of cover. In some ways, it is, like, even more realistic than, you know, like in Halo, could a grunt take you down? No, definitely not. You know, like an Elite surely could, but a single grunt? Nah, you're safe. But it's interesting in a game where, like, even the weakest enemy has a shot against you if you play sloppy. Kind of interesting. I guess I want to be in the inside here with you guys. Emergence hole. Like a butthole that spawns dudes. Sounds disgusting, actually. Yeah, but yeah, these guys live underground in some like weird cave system and stuff, and they dig their way up and attack all over the place. And from what I remember, this planet, I want to call it like Sienna or something, but it's... What is the name of this planet? It's a human colony. I don't know where Earth is in this series, but it's not Earth. But humans lived on this planet for a while, and they never encountered these aliens, and just one day they showed up. I think that's the story. So I'm a little hazy on all the details. Here's the story. These guys are bad, and we have a gun that has a chainsaw on it. Go nuts. That's the real story right there. Plots, background, lore, pointless noise, distractions from gunning. That's what I say. Anyone else coming out of an emergence hole? Oh, there's one over there. Get over here, buddy. Get over here so I can kill yas. There you go. They're dying pretty easy because I'm playing on casual, but on harder difficulties, these guys would take a little more.
Oh, shit.
Are these grenades right here? Oh, they are. I think I'm at full grenades, though. Guess I don't need them. You know, in some ways, I kind of feel like this is like the legacy of Contra. You know, like Mario had a 3D game. You know, Mario started off as a 2D game, and eventually Mario went 3D. That's sort of the genesis of Mario. He's 2D again nowadays. You got Mario Maker and stuff like that, new Super Mario Brothers. Frankly, I'm super happy that Mario is 2D again, because those are my favorite Mario games. But Mario also has a 3D phase, right?
Sweet.
Oh, there we go. Some bullets.
Hell, man? Those holes could pop up
This is sort of like a 3D version of Contra in a weird way. I mean, it's not really Contra, obviously. It doesn't have like spread guns and stuff.
Everything, but nothing works. The locusts want to come up.
But it's sort of... This is sort of what I would imagine Contra might be like. I guess it's a little more serious than Contra ever was.
Looks like we need to split up.
Like, real Contra should be a little more casual. Man, I do not remember making these decisions. It's actually pretty
You
cool.
and Carmine will go left. Dom and I will go right.
It's like a they squeezed a choose your own adventure. A choose your own adventure, if you will, since it's always a decision of two. They put a choose your own adventure in this game. Although left versus right path was a little arbitrary. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, one way or the other. Show me your eyeballs. And I'll fill them with bullets. That guy took a lot of bullets, actually. Carmine, you fool. Can we get him up?
Get up.
He's like, oh yeah, those bullet wounds? Sorry. If you're telling me to get up, I guess I will.
Who's next?
There we go. Oh god! Should've got my chainsaw out. Anyone else? I think I hear my other guys getting in a firefight over here. Because I hear gunfire. Okay, nobody over here. Beep. Hello, dudes?
There's another nest around the corner. With a spotter. On the
Nope.
right.
Take him out first.
I think we can go around. Oddly enough, I remember this mission. I remember that you have... I remember I actually didn't go around back when I first played this. I, like, did it the hard way. Throwing a grenade or something like that. Speaking of which. But, yeah, I think if you go around, you can just shoot the machine gunner in the back. God. I'll get this guy. Put your head up. There we go. Oh, and he fell out the window, too. Yeah, baby! Was that the machine gunner? Oh, he tried to jump out, I guess, and fight me?
Boom, boom, boom. Someone get on that troika.
Okay, let's do this. Yes! This is just a part where the game developers were like, let's just let them have fun. Give them a crazy good gun. And just a couple waves of weak yet stupid enemies. Very easy to identify choke point. Let them go nuts.
Good job. Now let's go find that resonator.
Not done yet. Alright, now I'm done.
Reinforcements.
What the hell was that? Oh, double chainsaw! That guy got owned. Oh man. I think it is possible to triple chainsaw a guy, which is just the ultimate insult, but also totally awesome. You just gangbang him with chainsaws. And trust me, that is not a scenario you want to experience. Usually ends in your death. Your mucky, disgusting chainsaw death.
Control, this is Delta Squad. Any word from Alpha?
Negative, Delta.
I remember they had these parts, yeah, where you had to like walk through an area and there would be like little dialogue in the background.
Phoenix, you'll look for a way
Arkham
in.
Asylum did the same thing, actually, pulled the same trick. Actually, funnily enough, I feel like if you look at the physiques of these guys, how like muscly and buff they are, Batman and Arkham Asylum, it's kind of like that too. Game is loading. Man, I loved Arkham Asylum. I've already played Arkham Asylum for the channel. Maybe one day I'll play Arkham City. I don't think it's in the 1001 book because it came out later. So 1001 book only goes up to like 2011, 13, something like that. So I think Arkham City came out after. But honestly, I prefer Arkham Asylum over Arkham City. Arkham Asylum is a more linear adventure, whereas Arkham City is a more open world adventure. And Arkham City does have some cool mechanics, don't get me wrong, but I like the really confined and deliberate linear plot and gameplay that you go through in Arkham Asylum. I think they're both great, but I just prefer Asylum a little more. Where was I going with this? Oh, I loved Arkham Asylum so much. Not only did I have the collector's edition on Xbox 360, which got you like the Batarang and all sorts of other cool things, but I years ago moved to California for 6 months, and when I moved, I decided, well, I didn't bring most of my possessions, so my Xbox 360 stayed in Canada, and I actually lent it to Brandon. So he didn't have an Xbox 360. I literally was like, "You want to have mine for 6 months?" And so I gave it to him, and he played all my games. He played Halo, which he had never played before. I mean, like, he'd tried it, but he never played it through himself. He didn't have Arkham Asylum, so he got to play it on my 360. But pretty much like 2 or 3 weeks after moving out to California, I missed playing Arkham Asylum so much that I bought a PlayStation 3 and Arkham Asylum on the PS3. So I own Arkham Asylum on Xbox 360 and PS3. I'm that much of an Arkham Asylum fan. And I had like beaten it and 100%ed it on Xbox 360. I did the same on PS3. I played that game into the ground. I think when I played it for this channel, I mentioned that on some of the challenge maps, I actually was placing in the top 10 of the world for some of those scores. And I think there was a challenge map or two where I had the #1 score, at least at one point. I think I might have lost it over time, but yeah, like I played the hell out of Arkham Asylum. I loved it. It was an amazing, amazing game in my opinion. But yeah, owned it on Xbox, and it was what got me to buy a PS3. I also, after I bought my PS3, bought the Mega Man 8 and 9 or 9 and 10 games, the sort of retro ones that they remade. And I think that was about it. I don't think I bought almost anything else for the PS3 for years. Eventually I'd get into Uncharted and stuff, which is very similar to this game. But yeah. Oh, Carmine, you fool! He got sniped because he's stupid. Well, let's just rain fire and... Is Carmine actually dead? I thought Carmine lived for a while. I do know that you have a couple guys who just have like helmet faces, like you don't really see their face ever. But I'm pretty sure that they live for a while. Or maybe they're just a never-ending stream of replacement for helmet face guys. And I just always assumed it was the same guy, but it's just literally those guys die every map and you just get a new one. I don't know. Most parts pretty easy. Feels like cheating, actually. In fact, it feels like it'd be more fun to like get up there and try and shoot them. Maybe I'll do that. We're here to have fun, not be cheap. But if you can have fun while being cheap, that's the best of both worlds, of course. Oh, these guys got ground up into meat.
This way.
Does this guy have a shotgun? He did. I'm gonna grab his shotgun.
Good to go.
So you can carry 2 main guns, just like Halo. My god, both the dudes are down. Okay, guys. What happened here? What's going on here, fools? I think the only thing that you can do in Halo that you can't do here is in Halo you can quick throw grenades. And here you have to select grenades like they're a whole different weapon. I prefer being able to quick throw grenades, obviously. Oh, when you kill all the enemies, your guys automatically heal. But the thing that this game had that Halo didn't is aim down sights. Halo would not have aim down sights for a long time. I think it was Halo Reach that finally introduced it.
I'll open the door.
I definitely prefer aim down sights. I think one of the we've talked about Brutal. Is it Brutal Doom? Brutal Doom, I think, on this channel before. It's basically Doom, but they've added a bunch of modern mechanics like the ability to jump and reloading and aiming down sights. As soon as you add aim down sights, any game feels like modern and tight. And Brutal Doom does a lot of things right. I've played that like twice or 3 times on my channel. I liked it so much. But it's basically Doom. It's the retro game Doom, but they've just added modern improvements and updates to it. Yeah, once you add aim down sights, the game feels modern, and it's one of the big advancements I like about it. In Brutal Doom, you don't have a pistol as your basic weapon anymore. You have like an M16, and with aim down sights, you can literally headshot guys and like one-hit kill them. And it's so satisfying to do headshots in any game, but especially in Doom. That's amazing. You know, headshots were not in the original Doom. It didn't exist. With aim down sights, you can do it, and it's great. So, yeah, aim down sights was not a mechanic in Halo for a long time. Although you could do headshots generally. You didn't have aim down sights.
Yeah, that was beautiful, baby.
This is Terry Tate, by the way, playing the Coal Train.
Private Augustus Cole, Alpha Squad, sir.
Makes me want to go watch those Terry Tate YouTube videos.
Yeah, that's
Terry Tate, office linebacker.
the city tight over in
Worth
the
looking up if you have not seen it.
We're Delta Squad. We're here to retrieve the sonic device.
Just on another random note, while we're waiting for this cutscene to end. Oh, I ended it. Okay, you can't end them early. Chainsaw Cole. No, you can't.
one and only, baby. Remember this?
Destroy the Cedars.
Pay for the cool.
If you're looking for another funny web series, check out On Cinema.
We saw you
It's called On Cinema, At the Cinema, or just On Cinema. It's by Tim Heidecker from Tim and Eric Awesome Show. And it is hilarious. It is like a really dry, humored movie parody series. But, I mean, I had never heard of this series. I always liked sort of the Tim and Eric style humor, but I never watched the show. You know, Paul Rudd did Celery Man. That's like a famous Tim and Eric clip. Dr. Stephen Brule, you know, John C. Reilly's character is also quite famous from the Tim and Eric show. If you like that kind of humor, check out On Cinema. And honestly, I never knew about this series, and I just discovered it randomly on season 10, which they were calling season X. And I had tears. I was laughing so hard. So I would kind of recommend just jumping in, because it's kind of funny to like not know what's going on almost. It made it funnier. But I've recently been rewatching it since the beginning. I started at season 1 and I'm up to season 4 or 5 now. My god, little zerglings! Anyway, just a random recommendation if you guys are looking for other YouTube things to watch. On Cinema by Tim Heidecker and Greg Turkington. Oh my god, and so Tim Heidecker is an actual comedian, that's his real name, and Greg Turkington is another comedian, that's his real name. Greg Turkington, you might know if you've seen Ant-Man. He was the Baskin-Robbins manager that fired Paul Rudd. And Tim Heidecker, again, you'll know him from, oh god. You'll know him from Tim and Eric Awesome Show. But Tim Heidecker was also in the Fantastic Four movie, and Greg Turkington was in Ant-Man. There's an episode of On Cinema where they review Ant-Man and Fantastic Four. It is one of the most hilarious episodes of the series out there. I don't know. Here I am like laughing about a series you guys haven't seen. I don't know if it's more annoying than anything, but again, check it out, as Dr. Stephen Brule would say. If you're looking for something funny, if you like that kind of humor. I don't know, maybe Tim and Eric humor really pisses you off and you find it tedious and pretentious. You hate Paul Rudd. If that's the case, don't watch it. You're not going to enjoy it. Just keep watching me. I'm all you need. Truly. Oh, these are cool weapons. These ones like mark a target and then a satellite fires and kills them. It's actually pretty awesome. We will get to see it in action. I feel like this first level is really highlighting a lot of the cool things in this game. In Halo Reach, they actually had a weapon like this, like a satellite targeting weapon. There we go. You still damaging it, or what? Kill him. Oh god, what is this? Very slow-moving missile or something. The funny thing is you can use this satellite gun on just like random guys too. Like here, let's use it on just a dude right over here. Like this guy. Oh my god! Oh, and you can move it around, I forgot. You can like fry random other guys. That is hilarious. It's like the ion cannon in Command and Conquer. It's great. Oh, does this thing have unlimited ammo? I think it does. Why not keep using it? Forget this guy. Ugh, whatever. Anyways, you can see it's a good weapon against like big dudes, but against little dudes, it's way too slow. And you can only use it, outside when there are satellites overhead. In interior buildings and stuff, you can't use it. Makes sense. Some ammo. I will satellite laser anyone you want, sir. Wait, where are we going? Seems to be a dead end. Guys, do we have a plan, or are we just running in circles here? Oh, I see. Can we just go through the window here? No. I like how he has to open the door, but there's clearly an open window right over there. Yeah, so you can't use it in here because you're in a building. It doesn't work. Unfortunately. Don't worry, there's many more fun weapons. Pretty sure there are even sniper rifles. I think headshots are quite satisfying in this game from what I recall. Oh. There we go. Die, creature. Jesus, that thing just survived that. Okay, we got it. Oh, Jesus. They're on the ceilings, dudes! Get your chainsaw out. For those just pushing his corpse around. It's weird how corpses in this game have, like, no mass. Even the big boomer guys that you eventually kill move around like this. That's, like, one minor physics complaint I have about the game, honestly. Feels like the guys should have mass. Just saying, you know. All right, where are we going?
Soldier.
Following you, dumb. Lead the way, sir. We going here?
All clear. Come on, guys. We got to get Alpha.
Okay.
Form up.
Checkpoint.
I saw something.
Those little guys are not intimidating. Not intimidating. I guess I'll take the ammo, why not?
Take the stairs.
Okay, where are those? Oh, here. Thanks for the hint, buddy. Yeah! Who else wants some? Yeah! Oh, I chainsawed him like from a distance. I think the chainsawing physics get a bit better in the later games. Because sometimes I'm locking onto chainsaw guy and he's like a mile away from me.
Control, Delta, come in control.
Copy, Delta. Your signal is extremely weak.
We are
Look
working
at this
on
big
that problem. En route to
spider
Alpha's
creature.
position.
Delta, this is 2-4. Repeat, please.
There's like armor and stuff on it. That's kind of interesting.
Running low on fuel, over.
Negative 2-4. Negative. Stand by.
Hey, did you guys watch that Halo show? Like, speaking of shows and Halo, actually. I did not. I heard, like, not great things about it. That's why I didn't bother. Frankly, as much as I like the Halo video games, I'm just skeptical that a good movie or show could ever really come out of it. Oh my god, they killed me. I guess I'm skeptical. Like, when I was younger, I remember when the Resident Evil movie came out in theaters, and I went to go see it. And actually, the first Resident Evil movie is not bad, I will say. But all the other sequels get really sloppy.
Saw something.
One of the latest sequels, fun fact, was filmed at University of Toronto Scarborough campus, and that's where I went to university. So there you go.
Take the stairs.
It's a giant poured concrete building, that campus, and it in the movie stands in for like a prison or something. So not the most flattering depiction in cinema, but I definitely like if you go and watch that movie, there's scenes where they're like standing around like barrels for warmth, and there's like fire coming out of them, and they're in like the UTSC like meeting place and stuff like that. Like where they would have like poster sales, or like vendors would set up and try and sign you up for credit cards and stuff like that. It's actually pretty hilarious, but yeah, when I was younger, I think I used to want to see video game movies. Like I used to be like, oh, I know that video game, let's go watch the movie, that's gonna be great.
Negative. Stand
But
by.
I think I quickly got disillusioned because honestly, besides Resident Evil, I don't know if there's too many others that are even decent, you know. And then of course there's like the notorious ones like Street Fighter and you know, Mario Brothers, which are just like awful. Like they're not even, you know, not decent, they're just terrible movies. Although I've long thought it would be fun to do like a movie watching party and put on YouTube of some of those bad video game movies. We did that for The Wizard a long time ago. I had a couple of guests and we did that. That was fun.
What is
But yeah, I mean, like, I've always liked Halo. I feel like it is a very cinematic game. But it's one of those things where, like, I don't know if you actually made a movie or show, like, it kind of feels like it would just be a little corny. So again, I didn't watch the Halo show. I heard mediocre things, so I just never bothered.
map the underground?
But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Like, you guys, if somebody's watched it out there, let me know. I'm kind of curious what you guys think of it. But yeah, I mean, I guess probably it's passable at best. See, that's the thing, is like you take a video game. Video games have to do things totally different than movies, because in video games, you're the hero. It's very active. The stories they tell are very different than the kinds of stories you would tell in a movie or a TV show. So like Stranger Things, right? Amazing first season, amazing fourth season. Neither of those seasons would make particularly good video games, I don't think, despite the fact that the seasons are quite good. And then conversely, Halo, very cinematic game, lots of lore, awesome backstory and legend and all that. But the actual story of Master Chief is almost more a better game than movie, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. But yeah, nowadays, I guess, if a show or movie comes out that's based on a game, it doesn't do anything for me one way or the other. I just don't care, I suppose. I'm old and bitter, and it doesn't make a difference to me. I guess there's just so many other good shows to watch. Like, this year's been good for interesting new shows. Like on Apple, you had Severance, which was amazing. We also had the After Party, which is a pretty fun, cool movie. Jasper rules. His episode was amazing. We all get 2 shots twice. We all get 1 shot twice. What else is there? There was Pam and Tommy was good. Good little mini-series there by Seth Rogen. With Sebastian Stan as Tommy Lee Jones. I thought I couldn't care less about the Pam and Tommy sex tape. And then I watched that miniseries and I was like, wow, that was like a surprisingly complex look at something I didn't realize was even worth knowing about. So if you haven't seen Pam and Tommy, it's a good show. It's a miniseries. Stranger Things Season 4 was great. I don't think other things that came out, in the past year or so that have been good. I'm sure there are more. I just can't think of them off the top of my head, but yeah, like imagine trying to make a video game out of the Pam and Tommy miniseries. It ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. Alright. We're pinned down, or somebody is.
We're not going anywhere, sir.
I kill more dudes to
find those troikas.
Get there. Find the troikas.
Hostiles.
Okay, hostiles are coming in. Inbound baddies.
Ready? Here they come.
Oh wait, where are they coming from? Okay, I thought they were. Oh! I mean, I got shotgunned in the face there, and I'm not even sad about it. More of a spectacle for me too. We both got something out of that. He killed me, and I got to see me get blowed up by a shotgun. Let's dance, pig.
Ready? Here they come.
As soon as they come in, man. Yeah, baby, shotgun this. Oh God. Oh! I don't know if I should be trying to. I gotta try one more time. First time you fail, you might be unlucky. Second time you fail, it might be a bad idea. Third time you fail, you gotta find a new strategy. That's what I say. Give this guy a good chainsawing. Oh, you bastard. Oh God. Okay, so the chainsaw was not a good idea. So when he shoots you, he actually knocks you out of the chainsaw. Oh, there's a guy right here. Guys, clear your corners, rookie. My guy just ran by, left an enemy just there.
There they are, man. Yeah.
Alpha, we have visuals on your location.
All right, more enemies. Tomb of the Unknowns.
Ammo on our location right now.
There's a really cool bad guy I'd like to get to in this game, but I don't know how many levels ahead it is, but it is a blind creature that charges you. We'll see. I'd like to make it there. Got nothing else to do for the rest of the evening but play this. So, we'll see. Maybe I'll make it there. Maybe I'll just sort of get a little tired and be like, well, it's much further in the game than I thought. I think the creature that charges you is one of their females. We've seen a lot of the males, but I think they have few females, and females are blind and crazy. Very interesting race we're killing here. I wonder what kind of interesting culture they have. You know, we're sort of going in, you know, John McClane style, just wiping them all out. If this were Star Trek, we'd be trying to make peace with these guys and, like, understand them. And we realize that, like, despite their, you know, aggressive, warlike stature, you know, they actually, you know, some members of their society are artists. And they have a very interesting, you know, political system going on, and they're more than just mindless monsters. I feel like that's one of the things that always, like, made Star Trek. I loved Star Trek: The Next Generation as a kid, still do. It's frankly the best Star Trek show, and you know, Voyager was not bad. Voyager was sort of like a cheesier version of Next Gen that didn't quite have the same highs, but it certainly had some very good moments. Was never a huge fan of the original series. DS9 was too dark for me, although I will say some of the Garrick episodes are some of the best Star Trek that's ever been made. Like the one where Garrick frames... What does he do? He frames the Dominion as trying to conspire against the Romulans. And he does that by, like, forging a holodisc, but then also killing a Romulan senator, and Cisco it's great. If you haven't seen that episode, check it out, as Dr. Stephen Brule would say. But yeah, the thing that I always loved about Next Gen is, like, it took a complex look at everyone, even their enemies, even their most hated enemies. You know, the Romulans, the Borg. Jean-Luc Picard has a chance to wipe out the entire Borg civilization at one point, after they have, like, had kidnapped him and essentially, like, you know, abused him, like deeply psychologically abused. And he chooses not to. You know, he chooses the more compassionate and hopeful approach, and that, I think, is you know, in my mind, Star Trek, real Star Trek. And that's why I like the Next Gen. It had that hopeful message. I don't know. I know a lot of people like some of the new Star Treks. They're just not for me. I think I like the Orville. The Orville's pretty good, actually. Speaking of shows, it's a slightly, at times, more lighthearted Star Trek Next Gen style show. Although it has very serious moments, just like Next Gen did, especially in the latest season. So yeah, I don't know if you like Next Gen. Pick up the Orville. Today we play Gears of War and hear Jay's recommendations for shows. Because why not? Why not have a chill day where we talk about random stuff? You know, one thing I realized, I did not look up anything about this game before we started to play. Gonna get this ammo here, buddy. So I don't really have any trivia to slam on you. Except the random trivia I happen to know from, you know, like the developers didn't want you hopping around like bunnies and blah, blah, blah. Maybe before we end today, I'll look up some trivia randomly live and we'll look at it together, see if there's anything I didn't know worth mentioning. Die, monsters. Okay, since we're talking about Star Trek: The Next Generation, why not? I mean, as much as I like the show, it's not a perfect show. Like, there are some weak episodes. Like, the Irish episode is very bad. In the early seasons, there's, like, an African episode about, like, a planet of, like, African princes and stuff, and he kidnaps Tasha Yar. That's really bad. You know, there's some weak episodes. But one thing, I think one mistake they made with Star Trek: The Next Generation happened with the Borg. And there's two mistakes, I think. One was the episode with Lore taking over some of the Borg being emotional and stuff. I don't really care for that two-parter. It's forgettable and not interesting, and I don't know, just weird. Data turns evil and he, like, tortures Geordi. I don't like watching that one. But I think the other big mistake came from Star Trek First Contact, the movie, which is actually a decent action movie. I liked it a lot when I was younger, but the older I get, after you watch the Next Gen of the TV show and then First Contact, really the atmosphere between the show and the movie feel very off. Like the movie is definitely an action movie, whereas the show is much more like intellectual adventure. So the movie's a little dumbed down, but it's still not a bad movie. Still enjoyable. But I will say the one big mistake I think they made in that movie is they gave the Borg a queen. As soon as you do that, the thing that made the Borg interesting and terrifying is they were basically like a hive mind with no particular leader, no one you could negotiate with, no one you could talk to, no individual mattered. They were like zombies almost, like undead space creatures. And if you go back and watch the very first episode where they encounter the Borg, they're actually presented as sort of cosmic horror almost. Like it's, frankly, that first incarnation of the Borg in the first episode where they meet them is perhaps my favorite, these days, my favorite view of the Borg. When I was younger, I probably would have said I liked First Contact the most. But nowadays, really, I in hindsight, like the original conception. So yeah, having a queen, I feel like, took some of the bite out of the Borg, because it gave them a specific individual who could speak for them, someone you could defeat, someone you could negotiate with. I kind of wish they had left them as a hive mind. I kind of feel like that would have made them more unique, and they become less interesting over time as a result to me. But anyway, that's my random Star Trek rant, which I know you guys tuned in for today. What are we supposed to be doing here? Anything? Being on these gun turrets? Is there anything specific I'm supposed to be killing? Is there a guy down there? Oh, there was. Did we get them all? We good? Anyone left to kill? Just call in some satellites, man. You can move the beam around, it's kind of cool. Here you go, buddy. You ever wonder what it was like to be killed from orbit? 'Cause you're about to. You're about to experience it, I guess. You're not about to wonder about it. It's gonna happen. And it did.
Copy that. We're at the pickup zone now.
Alright.
We have visual.
So I guess these cutscenes sometimes hide loading screen, so maybe not. I'm gonna say I couldn't skip that cutscene, but then it skipped, so who knows? So yeah, I guess let's do one more level, at least.
Private Phoenix.
Kim died in a cutscene that we didn't watch. Sorry, Kim.
So we've fallen back.
Not the send-off you were hoping for, I guess.
Repeat, Alpha. Kim is dead.
Kim is dead.
KIA.
Roger that.
Sorry about that, Kim. You were a good dude.
Courtyard at the other end of your building. That's your best bet.
You didn't deserve to die off camera.
Well, we sure as shit can't stay here. You're Baird.
Baird.
That's right,
He's
asshole.
one of...
Who is, who are you?
Jeez. I've been so touchy in this universe. He's one of the characters that survives for a while, I think, in the show.
Don't move with that. A berserker.
Oh. Oh, this is the one I wanted to get to. Oh, great. Okay, cool. So we'll do this, and then we can wrap up. This is such a cool enemy and a cool fight. I don't know how you control a beast like that. Oh, it just killed its own guys and came running. Dude, don't do it! Oh! That is so cool to see him die in the shadows like that. I wonder if they ever tried to make a Gears of War movie. You know, it's funny, they have a Halo TV show now, but they did try and make a movie years ago. And with Neil Blom...
Hold your
what's the guy's name? He made District 9. I think the failed attempt to make a Halo movie turned into District 9 and Elysium. Or maybe there were two separate attempts, I don't know. Elysium is, you know, has people living on a ring above Earth, very much a Halo. There are people on Earth, you know, there's a war, there's like a mech suit with Matt Damon. It has nothing to do with Halo, but you can clearly see, I think the ships they even fly look like pelicans in that movie. But you can clearly see the, oh, we have to walk quietly. You can clearly see the Halo influence from the, you know, if you go watch Elysium. And then District 9, I think it's harder to see the Halo influence. In fact, now I'm wondering if District 9 even came from any of the production preparation they did for Halo or not. But I think if you run, so let's just see what happens if you run. I want to see this creature. Oh God! Okay, you should not run. Oh, I'm scared. Oh God! Oh my God. Okay, maybe we should run. This is an interesting stealth mission. See if we can lure her. Oh God. Oh God! Holy shit! Oh my God. Oh my God. This is actually terrible. My palms are getting a little sweaty. I will not lie. Oh God! Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna try and smash this door. Holy shit! Oh God! Oh, she smashed it for us. Okay. Oh God! Oh God, run! Run! Oh my God, this is a great segment. Okay, hold on.
You're running out of time.
Can we smash this? Oh, we can't. Come on, come to Papa. I guess we do need to lure this creature around. Have it try and smash the door! Oh God. Whoa! Hey, run! Oh my God, I hear it! I can't- oh my God, I'm just like running hoping it's not behind me. It felt like a nightmare. That's scary. Okay, we need to smash this door now too. It's such an interesting level because like you want to run from it, but you also need to use it. I think I totally missed there. Hello? Monster? Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, she's not coming. I thought, by shooting her... Holy shit! Okay. Lure to the door! Oh God. Oh God. Run, 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 run. Oh, we are outside. Time to get satellited. Yeah! Is it still alive? Oh God. Oh! I don't know why I thought I could roll past her. Oh, she munched me into bits. It's a fun game. Fun game. All right, let's... I want to defeat it, though. We're not giving up just yet.
Satellite is online.
Okay. Dodge. Yeah, die. Okay, and... do it. Oh, God. Die, roast. Oh, we got her. Oh, that was pretty easy. Almost too easy. Well, this has been Gears of War. I wanted to get to the part with the crazy monster. And we did. So I think now, while we watch this cutscene,
We have the resonator.
Gears of War. I'm just gonna Google it real quickly here, see what kind of trivia we got.
Stand by for new orders.
Let's see. Gears of War, also known simply as Gears, is a media franchise. Oh, this is like about all of the Gears of War games. 2006 third-person shooter. It was created by Epic Games and published by Microsoft. Initially as an exclusive for 360 before going to Windows.
Sergeant.
Became the fastest-selling video game of 2006, second most played game on Xbox Live during 2007, sixth best-selling Xbox 360 game, considered one of the greatest video games ever made. I would agree with that. If we're talking about third-person shooters, so many interesting mechanics. The story is like actually interesting. They got like Terry Tate. They got like a good voice actor. Oh, I want to look up who plays the is it John DiMaggio? Yeah, it is John DiMaggio. It's Bender playing Marcus Phoenix. I mean, you can't, how can you go wrong? Yeah, anything interesting in the trivia? I don't know. I mean, you guys can look up your own trivia for this game. It's a great game. It's in the book of 1,000 video games you must play before you die. I think it's well deserved to be in there. What do you guys think of Gears of War here, though? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you did enjoy my random rants here today, don't forget to like the video. If you're a fan of Star Trek, if you like Season 4 of Stranger Things, if if you've watched On Cinema before, I don't know. If anything that I said today was interesting to you, hit that like button. I don't know. If nothing was interesting, slam that dislike as many times as you can. Create new YouTube accounts, hit that dislike.
Copy that.
Go for it, guys. Guys, I do hope you did have fun here today. And I will catch you soon in another game and another video. I said that weird, but I will catch you then, guys. So until next time, my friends, you'll take care of yourselves. Keep playing those gaming classics. And I will see you next time. Peace!